I'll go and help you with that. I'll put up.
Okay. Heads up, and I also have a business card, the free parking program operates out here. We allow people to stay here from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m., but you do have to leave during the day. And there are some expectations and requirements. You don't have to join, but if you'd like to inquire about joining, give me a call, leave me a name, and you can give me a call. Okay, sounds good. Thank you very much. Have a good one.
I got a question for you.
Yes, sir. Yes,
that program is not going to work for people like myself that have medical issues.
Right.
Like, where are we gonna go for the 12 hours? First of all, let me ask that for a general reason. Where are we gonna go for 12 hours when it's illegal to park the RV anywhere else?
There are other places you're able to park during the day. Lots of shopping centers whenever
they run us out.
Well, there are also the beaches.
They run us out.
I've had many people in the program that have had great success doing that during the day, as long as they move in a timely manner if they're asked.
Yeah, exactly. I need my generator so I can get my nebulizer 24/7 because I have COPD and asthma. How are you going to assist people like myself?
If someone has
Because you're killing me. All this is going to be the cost of my death if I don't have a way to work my nebulizer.
Well, I'm sorry to
No, you're not. No, you're not. But tell me. Please try to tell me you care.
I do care.
No, you don't.
That's why I'm in this business to try to help people.
It don't matter if you're in this business. Doesn't mean you care. What is there going to be done for us that need to have a generator so that we can run our oxygen machine, our nebulizer, and our the people that have the CPAS? What are we going to do for them?
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah. But, I mean, like right before the holidays, you're all going to put this stress on us more.
We've been working on this for months. I'm sorry, but...
Yeah, and for months, you guys had months to find another area. Have you worked on that at all? Or were you all putting the energy into how to kick us out of here? I think you all been putting your energy in how to kick us out of here.
I've been leaving the planning to the board of supervisors. I've been doing my part to help the people that are in the program to help find them housing during that time. This has been on the back burner. This has been my least favorite part of everything I've had to do for this job.
Well, I need some answer because you know what? This is wrong. This is really wrong. You guys are going to kill me. Literally. If I don't have access to my machine like a lot of people have out here, we're going to be dead. We're going to die. Can you sleep with that? Can you sleep that you looked at me in the face today and in the next 2 weeks I may not even be alive? Can you?
Not well.
Then why don't we do something? Why don't you guys push harder? We need somebody to push harder. We need somebody that'll stay on.
You know, this has been going on for like a year. I've been pushing the whole time trying to find other ways we can handle this.
We're supposed to get a $4-point-something million towards homeless. Where's all that money going to? They're spending it on sweep is what they're doing. They're spending on chasing us out is what they're doing. They're not spending it and trying to get us to where we could be back in society.
We are vastly underserved. I understand that a lot of these resources that are going to this, I disagree with the placement of the funds as well. I'm right there with you.
Then we need to find out whose fingerprints is on those funds, and we need to hold them responsible because they're murderers. They're killing people out here because they refuse to put the money where it's supposed to have been put into. Just needed to let you know that.
Yeah,
by the way, I'm Wildfire.
Sorry, what was that?
Wildfire.
Wildfire, I'm Dorian.
Can I have your number?
Yes, of course. I have my card right here. Oh, here you go. My bad.
Sorry I have to yell at you, but I have to yell at somebody because I got to yell at everybody so that somebody would finally step up and say, you know what? I've been working with you guys. I'm not feeling right what you're telling me to do. I don't feel right looking at those people in the face and knowing they may not even make it through the damn holiday. You might find half of these people either just dead from giving up, not eating, not wanting to live, or somebody killed them, or they committed suicide. That's what's going to happen. Or with me, that I'm not going to be able to have my machine.
I understand that. Every time that I've been told to speak to the supervisors to try to encourage a sweep up here, I always tell them that you guys are a part of our community, that you are the most vulnerable section of our community.
that it's not just pushing this to a different area isn't going to solve any problem, that there needs to be a long-term solution, and that I push for them to try to find a solution for that. But unfortunately, they've got their heart set on this, and it breaks my heart. It truly does. And I'm so sorry that you're in this.
Well, somebody needs to, and I hate to say it this way, but I don't care if it's a female or male, but they need to grow some balls and really step up for us.
Right.
Because I doubt that all the people you see here today are going to be alive after the holidays. And you know, God is not very happy about that. And he's not going to be happy with the people involved in doing this to us. This part of doing this to us. Even those that don't want to do it and relentless, they should step up and say, this is wrong what we're doing. That's what God wants to get to you. Thank you.
Thank you all. Sorry, what was that?
Bella.
Bella, Dorian.
Nice to meet you. So what's going on?
So we're letting people know that the county is moving forward on towing people out of here. So
Like you said yesterday, they wasn't going to tow didn't want to tow nobody.
They don't want to tow anybody. That's why they're giving everyone a chance to move out of their own accord. But we're not ticketing anyone. Oh, jeez.
Kill that son of a bitch.
I don't want to.
Talking to the bee, yeah.
Yeah, the bee. Yeah,
Bees are life force.
the bee.
But we're not ticketing anyone. We're just giving people notices that this is what's going on. It should be in about a month or so. We don't have a set date that they've given us. But yeah, we're just handing these out right now to let people know that in a few weeks, folks are going to get tagged, and then they'll have 96 hours to move before some tow trucks show up.
And they are trying to work on a place for everybody to go to as well right now. Like,
And what about when we have to go? Because you said they're going to put security cameras up there?
Will it be in time so everybody can transition to that place?
I'm sorry?
I said, will it be in time for everyone else to transition to that place?
You'd have to ask Dorian and Glorietta, like, because, I mean, like, I just found out, you mean that they are actively working on a place for everybody to go to. You know what I mean? Like, trying to find, with the county, trying to find places.
The homeless services in the area are definitely underserved, and like, we just opened a new homeless shelter in Salinas, and it fills up immediately with a 200-person wait list.
And
Right. Well, if there's 1,300 people just in Salinas, 100 ain't going to cut it.
I think they're putting these little things together incorrectly. I think they need to put together something that's
Here's the thing.
Make this a 24-hour
not just a handout.
program.
Self-sufficient. If you can't tote your weight,
Sorry, I've got to go. I've got to go talk to everyone, okay?
So that's how, can you try to bring that up to the thing that maybe these folks should be your program instead of the people on your wait list? Maybe it should be a 24-hour program, whatever that program is.
For that, but we can't get approval.
Why?
But that's what's needed.
If I was the one,
So how do we register, Dorian? How do we register?
When we get cleared out of here, he'll contact us, like, he'll give a number,
Here's
whatever,
a couple
and
of
then
my
he'll
cards.
contact
Give
us.
me a call.
Awesome.
Give your name and your number.
Awesome. Let me get a picture of that. Oh, cool. He's going to sit.
I called you.
Right on, man.
But
And just give me a call, leave your name and number. We could talk about the requirements, and yeah, wonderful. And yeah, then we can
Can I get
discuss
another
the.
one for him?
I called
Yeah,
you
of course.
yesterday, Dorian, and I didn't get a call back.
Yeah, sorry, I
Called
had
me
a
yesterday.
wicked busy.
24 hours later, but he did call me.
Yeah. So I'll give you a call back. We can talk about the requirements and everything, and then once everyone's cleared out of here, then we can start. Actually issuing permits for this lot, because we can't right now because there's no room. So yeah.
Wait a minute.
All right.
But one thing people get on his case about it, but he doesn't want to be the bad guy. He's
Hey,
just
y'all
the
doing
one that they
YouTube
put in
videos
charge
for
of
this
it.
right here?
Oh, yeah.
You see what I
Yeah.
mean?
Y'all ready?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm not
Can you
trying to
see that?
attack him or anything. I
No,
am
I'm not
getting it.
camera
Thank
ready.
you.
I look like a. Here's the thing. Okay, like they just pointed out. Okay, number one. Okay, let's say there's nobody in the program, right? Let's say everybody was in the program. Everybody's in strict violation of what they signed, what the agreement was, what the contract was with the county. You know what I mean? Like by being here during the day, by people working on their cars, by the music, by everybody. We're in strict violation of what. So if they were to cancel, you mean it was like if they were to cancel, cut that contract, they'd have every legitimate right to, because we're not abiding by what the guidelines were set forth of it. You know what I mean? Like, and they're being nice enough to come out. You mean Sergeant Rosas, when he told me, he's like, if you have some friends here, let them know, because we're not letting anybody else know. You know what I mean? Like, so if you have some friends here, you might want to let them know what we're going to be doing. You know what I mean? Like, but I told them, I was like, I was happy you guys are out here, because one, people thought I was BSing. You know what I mean about it? Like, you know, because I know I've said something about it before. You know what I mean? But I knew it, but it didn't happen. But I knew it was going to happen. You know what I mean? Because, you know, we can all get together, we can all fight, whatever. It's a privilege to be on this property. You know what I mean? It's not an entitlement. We're not entitled to be here. They're nice enough to open up the parking lot and let us take over, and it wasn't like this all the time. You know what I mean? Like, but everybody just kind of took over, and everybody's doing what they want. And we know some of the things that have gone on recently that are just not acceptable, no matter which way you cut it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not. You know what I mean? It makes us look bad, and we never had issues like this before, like we have now. I'm personally, I don't. Like, I think everybody needs a place to, yes, but I'm glad they're disbanding it right here because it's out of control, it's chaotic, it's not a safe parking anymore, it's an unsafe parking, like where people don't feel safe. We used to leave our doors unlocked, our windows down, we were comfortable with it. Now you're not. You got people in the middle of the night threatening this one, threatening that one. When you talk about like how the states help the homeless get this and get that, I think where a priority should be, because they made it a problem for people with RVs, is they need to find, you mean like either they need to take a lump amount of money and start buying back people's RVs because they made it illegal to have them. The state created the problem for people with these RVs. They didn't create it on their own. The state created that problem for them, and they need to somehow, like the ones on the streets, hey, help them. You mean like, but a lot of them are there. They don't mind being there. You know what I mean? But people with the RVs, they just got a whole world of freaking problems that the state created for them. You know what I mean? And it's not fair. It's not right. But if you're gonna have a program, you need to take control of it too, and not just not be around. You know what I mean? And let everybody, because it's like they left everybody here like to the wolves. You know what I mean? Like, do whatever. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like I don't want to get involved, or you know, I can't be there because of COVID. Well, shoot. You know what I mean? Like, put a mask on like you just did. You know what I mean? And come here. You know what I mean? Like if you're gonna get it, you're gonna get it. You know what I mean? Like coming here isn't gonna make you any more susceptible to it. You know what I mean? Like if that's your excuse for not coming here, but be in control of your program too. You know what I mean? Don't leave it to us because people don't listen. You know what I mean? I've gone around and I've told everybody, I know how this program runs from Lapis Road. I've been here. You mean maybe they don't have me in the program anymore? That's okay. I'm cool with that.
They give you
but I know what the
no
rules
power.
are. I know how this program runs.
Well, it's
you know
hard.
what I mean?
It's hard to run something with authority and no power.
Well, no, and especially like if you
got
try and
authority
tell
to
people,
tell somebody to do something,
yeah,
but no power
and
to
if
make
you know
them.
that you're gonna have the police to back you up,
Yep,
you know what I mean? Like if you tell them, like, listen, if you can't abide by this, then you know what, I will call in law enforcement, and they will, you know what I mean, assist, you know. But if the law enforcement won't even do it, then who do you have? You know what I mean? Who do you rely on? You know what I mean? How
As
can
an
you back
actual
yourself up?
consequence
And
or
another
something.
thing,
Another
thing, they dub us as being homeless all the time.
Residentially challenged.
Everybody in a RV is not homeless.
No, because they're part of the
I'm a
homeless.
traveling union painter, and I can't even find a spot to park my RV. Period.
Well, the thing is your
Pleasanton.
RV can't be more than 10 years old to go to any kind of park, and that's ridiculous. I can
mine's
understand
not more than 10 years old.
if it looks like garbage, your RV. Okay, I get that. You know what I mean? Like aesthetics are,
Yeah, like
you know,
that one?
yeah, like some of them, yeah.
And that one?
Shut up.
Well,
Yes, but
if
you
it
know what I mean?
functions, keep going.
But you can't even have it. But also, I remember from we can be part of a homeowners association. It's a home. It's just mobilized. It's not in one spot. It's a mobile. You can just move it around.
And there's no
You know what I mean?
space. There's no places. Everything's booked full. It doesn't matter if it's 10 years. It doesn't matter if you don't meet the guidelines.
Yeah, it's full as it is.
Everywhere is full. Everywhere.
And they've shut more down than they have open. They've shut down a lot of them, knowing that a lot of people have gone to RV. You mean like living? But also it brings up the issue of age discrimination. Most people associate RVs with the elderly people. You know what I mean? But now there's a lot of younger people. But you know, that's also, an elderly person can be like, hey, you're discriminating against me because of my age. You know what I mean? Like by not allowing me here or not allowing this, you know? And I had a conversation with somebody else about that, you know, like it really is. There's on so many different levels, it's discrimination, you know, but like I said back 4 years ago, like help us, don't hinder us. You know what I mean? Like because when you throw everybody out of here, and granted they are working on something, they are actively trying to find somewhere for everyone to go, but they can't find anywhere where they're gonna let you stay 24/7, which is understandable. I just told her about East Garrison. She doesn't know what I'm talking about, and I explained to her where it was. It's a perfect freaking place because it's back off the road. There's trees that would block it. It's a huge open field, and it's already marked with campsite numbers. It's old military. I believe it's Seaside PD told me that it was old military campgrounds, but they got the, me and Tim found it. They have the lines for electricity and the lines for water, and Seaside PD had told us it's electric and water ready. You know what I mean? So, and that would be, there's new homes right across the street from it, but it is not right there on the street. You know what I mean? Where it is across the street. It's back off the road, and there are trees that can block it. And like I said to Tim, I told him, I was like, you know, we can make it for us, you know what I mean? But also maybe open up to the public too, like, because the National Monument is over somewhere in that area. You know what I mean? And California's the only place, like, well, no, Monterey's the only place we have all this BLM property we can't have because of exploded ordinances. But yet you have trails, bike trails, walking trails. Horses can be on there, and through that same area. No, but through the same area where they say you can't camp because of unexploded ordinances, it's a danger. But you think it would be a danger also to the people walking, biking, horseback riding. You know what I mean? It's that it poses that same risk to them as well. You know what I mean? So I don't know why that's used as an excuse. And if they've done had those
these
fires and stuff,
all these ordinances will be voted out once one generation goes ahead and dies on out, and another generation's coming in.
No, the day they made it legal to
old school ordinance that we put together by.
No, this is just a few years ago.
Really, from back in 1960.
No, just a few years ago, because I remember that's how I learned that ordinances are like higher than what the law is, because they passed a law saying you could sleep in your car, that you could sleep in your RVs or whatever, and the very next day, the city, I don't know how many cities, but I know Monterey County did, everywhere. They went and they passed an emergency ordinance saying it was illegal to sleep in your car and sleep in your RV. I'm sorry, how is my sleeping in my RV, like how is that affecting your life? Whether it's on the side of my house and back of my house, how is that affecting your life if I'm in my RV? I paid for it, it's on my property, even if it's not, how am I affecting your life? I can understand if there's garbage, whatever, you know what I mean, like if there's filth coming from it, that's understandable, you know what I mean, but like it's not affecting your life, you know what I mean, how? You're living in your house affects my life, you know? I just don't get where their common sense comes from with that one, you know, and then sleeping in your car, I know that I read somewhere recently that the Ninth Circuit courts, they just passed a thing saying that it was illegal for the cops to come and take your property. They cannot, even if your car is not up to date registered, they cannot tow your car, especially if you tell them that, hey, that's where I live, that's my home, I live in it. Yep. They cannot do that. A lot of people don't know that. And I'm trying to find that article. I just read it like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago on my phone. I don't know where I was when I read it, but it's illegal. It's illegal for them to take your property because people are losing their medicines. Yep. I know I lost my birth certificate and my medicine for my heart when they came in. They took my stuff when they plowed us out of the one-way right here with no warning. You know what I mean? Like I lost my birth certificate. I just had gotten in the mail. You know what I mean? From New York. Like it's $40. You know what I mean? Like, and they took it. I lost my heart medication. I haven't had my heart medication since.
Slow down before you have a heart attack.
Shut up.
No,
because I'm not angry right now. I'm not angry.
I think the city of Seaside should allot us a piece of property and let us listen. And we're going to generate enough income to pay for all the stuff that we're generating enough revenue for. Hang on, let me finish. Okay. I think that the city of Seaside should allot us a piece of property and let us put it together and work it in there and put a certain number of RVs, like the original number, and let us run that place.
Yes.
Let us run it, and we'll turn it into an RV park like Marina Dunes, and we'll generate income for the city. Yeah. See, everybody's wanting to talk about a handout. Give me this, give me that. Let us make you guys some money. Let us generate y'all some money. I can put it all together. I've been writing it out. I've been writing it out for about 2 months now.
Actually, 4 years ago when we were on Lapis, and you'll hear when I'm talking in the video that Wes did for us, but you'll hear it's about the 16-minute mark where I start talking about that me and Jay are working on something. Like we have a plan, we hope to present it to council, and we had when me and Jay were out there looking at different properties, there was a property by the airport where we are self-sufficient. We even looked into how long, if we could get teaching degrees online, and we can, so like, if people have kids, but we would police ourselves. If the city police want to come through, and we can, you know what I mean? It's open to them to come through, but we can police ourselves. We don't need the cops watching of us. But where we are self-sufficient, and where everybody, there's 30 days in a month. Okay, well, guess what? There's a job every day, and it rotates. You know what I mean? Like
4 hours a day for everybody. We're on rotation.
Well, no, but even one full day for one person doing this job, the next day it rotates. You mean, and just have it on a rotating schedule. And we had it all worked out back then. It was finding a property that would allow us. And we've even talked since we've been here about people. We're willing to pay somebody like rent us a lot. You know what I mean? And we will pay rent. And it can't all be the same amount because not everybody gets the same money. But there are going to be strict guidelines and rules too. And if you can't abide by them, sorry, you gotta go. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Yeah, you break the rules, you gotta go.
We are all willing to
health
pay.
and safety standards. Go ahead.
Yes. And we're all willing to like pitch in and pay. Like, how much is that property? Okay, how much would it be for us a month? And split it up amongst us. You know what I mean? Like, and I've talked to probably like 10, 12 people here that are willing to pay if somebody will just rent us. You know what I mean? Some land.
that
I mean,
everybody
there's plenty
that
of land
owns RV
here.
that lives there is like one of the Senate. Everybody has a voice and everybody talks, and if somebody breaks the rules, and then everybody will make a vote on it.
Yeah, and there's gonna
He can plead his case and the two guilty or whatever, just like in court here in America.
Yeah, and here's the thing.
But when he's guilty, he's got to go. You know.
But there's going to be one leader. You know what I mean? One person, and I don't think it should be somebody in that group. I think it should be a designated person that is of authority of something that outside. Somebody like Wes. Because everybody likes Wes. You know what I mean? Like everybody listens to Wes. You know.
You need facilitators. That's a fact.
Yes, but not.
But
10,
there needs to be consensus.
Yes.
You know, the common, like you said, the rules
Yeah.
kind of just need to speak for themselves.
Yes, exactly.
So that commonality, that common sense, that community that's already here.
Yeah.
That's where, like, you know, it dysfunctional family oriented, but still.
Majorly dysfunctional.
I mean, there's still some organization. There's still some sensibility. It does look run down. It does look overtook. You know, there's not enough room for a fire emergency vehicle.
Do you know how many times I've told him that this is a fire lane? I told Jill, and that's why Jill moved her truck to beside her RV. I said, you guys are in a fire lane. And people are lucky because the fire department has come out here before to let everybody know, like, hey, this is a danger, you don't do this and that. That cage over there, if there was a fire, they'd all be dead. You know what I mean? They've got wires going everywhere. They're all cram-packed in there. How y'all going to get out?
True.
You know what I mean? But I understand the county wants they want their parking lot back, and they have a right to. People have a right to. But here's the thing, though. Some of those 40 people, though, are blatantly disrespectful. They're blatantly don't care.
And they're drifters. They're going to be gone in another month.
And they're the people that come through that don't care. I can tell you, and I don't know, you might want to cut this part off. The other day, on Thursday, Aaron, he's walking up the ramp to go get water. There's an uncapped needle, fully loaded, on the ramp. The next 2 days later, Stephanie finds a bag of rigs up by the water thing. And then later on, we see freaking all these rigs in the garbage can. We never had an issue like that. And so, and I'm sorry, and I'm not, but the people that are in the cage over here, those are the ones, that's when we started having problems. People are threatening people, or like in the middle of the night, people are fighting, they're threatening people, like, and it's like, hey, this was a safe parking, like, this is a safe place for us to be, because it's not safe anymore. And you know what, you need to go. Well, you're not anybody to tell me to go. Let me tell you, like, I don't care if I'm anybody, but like, no, this is not what this place is about. You guys are bumping your music all night long. Like, no, it's quiet. We have a right to sleep. I work. You mean there's other people here, there's a lot of people here that work. You know what I mean? We don't, like, we have a right to be able to get rest, not listen to your dogs hooting and hollering all night, not listen to you guys arguing all night. You know what I mean? All your damn generators, like, all night long. We can't hear shit. We're all yelling. Like, it's rude, it's disrespectful. Have some common courtesy. You know what I mean? Like, but there's certain people where those 40, I probably wouldn't care if half of them like got gone, because you're making us look bad. You're bringing us down, and all it takes is one bad apple to ruin it all for everybody.
It was the brown RV, your Expedition, the little one, and I was back in the back.
Yes,
that was it. And that was it.
I have a picture on my. I have a picture on my phone. It's an aerial shot that Aaron got, and it's of this parking lot. Like, it was less than a year ago, because Aaron's RV was here, so that's how I know it was less than a year ago. And he only had his RV for about 4 months, and he sold it back in June, beginning of June. Okay, but what this parking lot looked like, and I've taken that picture and I've shown people. I said, this is what the parking lot should be looking like. You know what I mean? I said, outside the brown RV, I have my cat stuff. I was like, and that's pushing it. You know what I mean? Because none of that was allowed. No, if it doesn't go in your RV, you don't need it. You don't need to come. Stephanie, we can thank Stephanie for cleaning up. We had so much garbage at that garbage all over, and Stephanie and this guy Ray with a red truck, he's not here right now, they went and they picked it up and they took it over and they took it to the dump. You know what I mean? Like, and dumped it, and like she got on that garbage and stomped it down. You know what I mean? If it wasn't for her, like, thank you, Stephanie, for doing that for us. You know what I mean? Because it's so unsightly. Don't go dumpster diving and bringing all that crap back here, going through it. Go through it over there.
Hoarding.
Before you bring it back. You know what I mean? Don't fill up our garbage can. And stop filling up our garbage can with your furniture, with all your junk. If it's not actually like garbage that goes in your garbage can in your kitchen, take it to the dump. Take it somewhere else, because, like, seriously. And if it's full, don't come and dump more crap on it. They're not gonna. They're not gonna take it.
Clean it up then again.
It's just common sense things. You know what I mean? But I don't see why somebody can't rent us a piece of land, and there's plenty of it. It'd be on a freaking sliding scale of how much you made a month. But you'd have to have some sort of income. You know what I mean, to stay there. If you have no income,
I disagree.
No, I believe you should.
There's plenty,
because there's responsibility.
There's plenty of property out here that's called Fort Ord, and there's a multitude.
Yes, I know, but
we can set up our own water, electricity, sewage, and get it put together.
Some of that's not as easy as it sounds, but it is plausible, but it costs money as well. You know what I mean?
It's not that hard.
It's not that hard, but it does cost money, and
County's
people
got
are
backhoes.
willing.
I love what you guys are talking about, though. The running water, electricity.
Yeah.
You know, would you? So do you plan on signing up for this this program here?
Yes, I do, but I have a fallback too. Like I've already been thought ahead of time. You know what I mean? Like I have a fallback because the RV is not mine. It's someone else's that was staying here, and he left because he was going nuts.
She's getting ready to move in with me, and we're getting married.
I'm a lesbian.
I know, me too.
but I've been working on a backup plan. You know what I mean? What I have going for me is that he's now my ex-boyfriend, but he was a foreman to the quarry. You know what I mean? Like, and so he knows everything like ahead of time. You know what I mean? Like, so he like tells me, hey, you gotta get prepared for this and that. You know what I mean? So I have plans ahead of time. You know what I mean? I may not buy that RV off from Lewis. You know what I mean? It depends on if I can get it up and like fixed. You know what I mean? And if the program's still gonna pay for it. You know what I mean? Like, but even if I don't buy the RV, I have to plan ahead. You know what I mean? I have a job, I have responsibilities. I can't be up in limbo. You know what I mean? Like trying to figure things out last minute. I used to be like that, and I can't. You know what I mean?
Figuring out what to say.
I gotta be responsible.
So are you going to join the program?
He doesn't want to have to leave every day.
I don't know.
He has killer dogs.
No, I don't have killer dogs. I have German Shepherds, and they're not killers.
Mean.
They're not mean.
Introduce them to Wes.
I don't know. Let's ask this young lady here. She just sat down with him yesterday. After within 3 minutes of meeting him, I let him out of the kennel. Did they bite you?
And then when he left, he gave me the keys to the trailer, and I went in there to check on them. They were cool.
Maybe you took them to obedience school then.
Oh God!
He's got like a 300-pound one that just almost pummeled me one time.
Okay, so you got dogs too, and they'll allow pets in the program?
Here's the thing. This program, the state parking program, did not allow dogs in the beginning. Why? Because they're a liability. Because if somebody dogs bite someone, you can sue that person, but you can also sue the county of the property you're on.
Everything's a liability here in California. I'll tell you. But it is though. And it's got despicable on how people are just liability, this and that.
But you're responsible for your animals.
That's a scapegoat for the county and the city to not be able to just shut something out.
Okay, so here's the thing.
That's just a scapegoat.
Do you know why they put a fence around these buildings?
Yeah, because it's a liability.
Because it's a liability to the city of Marina. Because if you were in there and you
government.
No. The city of Marina, and we had the cops tell us this. We don't want you guys in those buildings. Not because you're not like supposed to be there. You're not supposed to be there. But it's more of a fact of if one of you guys trip over like a tree limb or a rock and you hurt your ankle, you can sue this. You can sue the city. That's what they told us. I mean that they didn't want us in there.
Well, that's just what they say.
Well, yeah, no kidding. You know what I mean? Like they'll say anything.
I really doubt a judge is going to award you $150,000 because you go around walking at night.
Hey, listen, somebody took the cops on a high-speed chase. He in fact, it ended on Lapis. Freaking, and he took them on a foot chase after he tripped and fell on the railroad tracks. He's got metal plates in his ankle. You know what he did? He sued the Marina Police Department, and he won. Yeah, he was on the run, and he took them on a high-speed chase from Monterey to Lapis. And he got hurt, and he sued the police department and won. That's crazy. I was like, what?
See, somebody should have wrote the Board of Professional Response. All we need is a piece of this property over here at Fort Ord that we can section off and put it together. We can put it together from start to finish, raw property.
It have to be off the grid of Fort Ord because there's already plans already down made.
Over on the back side, back there towards the horse riding trails.
The horse riding trails are that way.
Towards Salinas.
Oh, the horse equestrian
towards Salinas.
But that's that way.
Oh no.
Compound, go the other way. And
what do you guys?
And we can turn it into we can also
the way the government is not 1 square foot for anyone else but me.
We can turn it
everything's planned for.
We can turn it into the City of Seaside RV park and generate enough income.
City of Seaside, City of Marina. I have to talk to Dorian.
And we'll generate income for the city. A bunch. You know that Davy RV park just sold for $67 million.
Let me talk to Dorian really quickly. All right. Okay. He's still rolling with the camera. Keep going.
Well, we just need to make it a 24-hour program. That's this would be, I would imagine this would be a better way to start rather than the wait list because
But look, look at all this.
Well, can we regulate it rather than just kill it? What is to happen to all these folks? Most of them are gonna lose their vehicle. Some of these folks are elderly. You know, like Sasha right there.
Anyone who is a senior, then we can get them hooked up with
you know how Wildfire's functioning right now, right? I mean, she's been doing everything she can to get into housing and everything.
Didn't she get
well, she's in process, but that process it comes quicker. I mean, this comes quicker than the process. You know, same with Bella. Bella's trying to sign up for Section 8. You know, I mean.
And it just grows and grows and gets more and more.
You wait, because there's nowhere else to be. I mean, that cage over there happened because there's nowhere else to be. Colonel Durham happened because there's nowhere else to be. You know, I mean, there's a proliferation of no, and well, I still got to survive.
I get it. I'm just going as directed. I get it.
Yeah, but I mean, the direction needs to be geared more toward 24-hour. Not in the day, because what ends up happening?
The program that is implemented can't even operate because everything's.
I think there is an easy way. Most people are malleable to whatever rule you give them, you know. But let's make them good rules because
the rules here were simple though. You know what I mean? Leave by 7, and I remember, like, it was like 7:10 in the morning, and people, like, there'd be one person, two person left, right, and they were scrambling to get out of here because we knew the office was opening, and nobody ever came back till 7 p.m. Nobody ever came back earlier than that. You know what I mean? Like, 2 RVs got permission to be here, one because he's got a terminal illness, the other one because she got injured, you know what I mean? So she couldn't, you know what I mean? But the rules were simple, you know what I mean? Like, those were the hours you could be here. Generators off, you know what I mean? 10 p.m. You know what I mean? Generators were off, you know what I mean? We weren't allowed to hip-hop between everybody's RV and vehicle. Like, you came, it was a place to sleep, a safe place to sleep without getting harassed. It wasn't party central. It wasn't disrespect. It wasn't people fighting, people like, you know, like, I know personally, I like, hey, listen, you can't be doing this. And I've had somebody turn right around fire and sit there and tell them, don't listen to her, she knows what she's talking about.
Well, thank you, sir. But then just please assist us and let people know this time we have been directed to get this parking lot.
Yeah, no.
Well, I mean, you look at Lapis Road, and they had 200 cars over there, and we got to save 15. You know, and what happened to those other 185 people? You know, I mean, this is all the same people. I'm finding the same people over and over. You know, in all these places.
Lapis Road, they should have left them alone because we never had issues. We never had issues over there ever. Everybody got along. You know what I mean? Like, we had our cleanup days on that road. Like, we all took sections of that road, cleaned it up. Like, we all helped each other out.
You know, I mean, so basically, none of these folks are deserving of program unless because the 15 people already on the wait list are already top.
Well, that's not what we're saying. Anyone who's willing to get on the wait list, Dorian's taking the names, so that we can clear out, so that we can even see what we can do.
Yeah.
This, we can't continue on. We can't continue like this. It's not sustainable. It's going to push even the people who are in the building terminal. It's already pushing.
But so this was the only unsanctioned sanctioned area to be, and now there will be no unsanctioned sanctioned area to be. I mean, you know, RVs are not allowed anywhere in the peninsula. They're not allowed anywhere in the valley or in Salinas. Where, you know, I mean, maybe running a Home Depot or Target, but that's not going to be tenable either. And then they're going to be without a home. I mean, you know, a lot of these folks that I've you know, the older couple there, the vets, they've never even been homeless yet. Same thing with those folks. They pay their registration tags, everything, trying to be legal, dying to be legal. Just let me be legal.
Who are you saying?
The 3 from on the end there, they're Sylvia and Bella and Wildfire. They're all, registration is legit, and all they're trying to do is find a legal place to be. You know, I mean, so what?
Then if they're legal and their vehicles are eligible, then.
But the ordinance says you can't park it in the street inside the city limits of Monterey, Seaside, Marina. You know, because if it's a toy, they don't mind it. But if you live in it, they come and take it. Because there's an ordinance against that. And same with Salinas. So where can you park your car during the day? You know, the 7 to 7 is not what people need. It's what you're willing to offer, but it's not what people need.
Well, this all we can offer because this is a parking lot of business.
Right.
In public access.
Right.
And none of that is really able to happen with this program.
So, which arm is stronger in the county, the law enforcement or the Health and Human Services? Because we can only do one or the other. We either care about people or we're going to just blindly dismiss them.
Well, I tell you, we have gone for years seeking other properties. I know Dorian can vouch from that. We've gone to all kinds of property owners, counties, cities, everywhere. No one is making any space available. We have to clear this out. And I wish I had an answer. I don't.
Well, you retract some ordinances for one thing. You know, relax those things. Maybe a good start. You know. Because people need to exist, and honestly, that's actually the blind statement that comes out of everything is you got to go. I mean, that's all I'm really hearing out of this, because not many people are going to qualify for this. Nobody's really going to reach this highest standard. Shorty might, but not most of these folks. And you know, how are we redirecting behavior? Because we're not. It's only going to proliferate where they go.
I'm not arguing that fact. I'm just doing what I'm directed to accomplish. And that's the... They're going to come out and...
Right, and those difficult questions, I guess, is the Health and Human Services side that's just not up to par yet. I mean, you know, what's nice is that this county, this continuum of care is leading the state. And that's beautiful. I love that. You know, I love bragging about that.
Still a hell of a lot of work to be done.
Oh, exactly. No, well, we're hardly anywhere.
I am the first one to say there is lots of work to be done. And I wish there was
and cooperation even.
More receptiveness to providing a space. But I will say this, Wes, when you say a 24-hour space, that's not sustainable. That people can just be somewhere for 24 hours, that's just not sustainable. I don't understand how, I know the county right now is not willing to condone a program like that.
Well, now there's plenty of people that have been wealth inequality X'd out, paperwork X'd out, felony X'd out, eviction X'd out. How are they going to qualify at that kind of rate and standard? Now they've been priced out of being able to. I mean, my friends are like, oh, we'll do Section 8, everything. Well, you got $1,100? No? Well, then next. So it's like, okay, well then thanks. Why do you think we're homeless?
I get it. But I'm just here to say, to let everyone know, this is going to be dissolved in this case.
Discuss something?
Well.
Oh yeah.
Law enforcement wins again. Just pay your way. Don't worry about it. Just pay.
Yeah, I don't know what the lady's name.
Glorietta.
Glorietta. She told me that made it sound like I had to move my vehicle, my stuff right away because they're going to come tow my vehicle. I mean, it scares the hell out of me. I have nowhere to go. My vehicle's not registered. I don't want to drive around town, so I'm at risk. I'm trying to get up the money to get all this paid for. No place to go. I come up here and they call it safe parking, Starfish safe parking. How in the hell is it safe parking if they came up here and throw me out? Tell me that the parking lot is not being able to be used because we're in here. So what is it? Is it is it safe parking, or is it only a select few that they decide on, and the rest of us get thrown out to the wolves? I don't understand that. And police officers drive by here 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 times a day. This is a road that's out in the middle of nowhere. What are they doing? They got us in a cage right now, so what's the deal? What more do you want? You want us to go back into town and start driving around town with no registration, no insurance, no driver's license? Huh? No place to sleep? You don't want people to steal, yet you're putting them in a hole where it's like, what else are you supposed to do? I'm not a thief myself, but I've got plenty of my stuff ripped off because I've had to put it somewhere in the weeds because I have nowhere to take it. I don't understand this. I don't understand it at all. And then you got people in town videotaping you and putting you on YouTube because you're homeless. It's almost like a big game. There's a big group of people in town, I know there is, that are against homeless people. They not only want the homeless gone, they want them dead, man. That's what they want, and it just pisses me off. It's not right. It's not humanly right. We're people too. That it just blows my mind. I don't understand. Where's the humanity? Where's the brotherhood? Where's the sisterhood? Where's help thy neighbor? Where is all that stuff? Where's free, proud, and brave? Sure the hell ain't in this place, I'll tell you that much. They make it so hard to do anything. You can't buy anything if you're anything less than middle income. You can't make it, you can't survive. And they're doing that on purpose. I mean, look at the construction going on over here and stuff. What do you think they're going to do with that? They're going to build big old apartments or whatever makes them more money. And that's why they want homeless people out of here, because the tourists that come here, they see homeless people on the side of the road. Oh man, we're not coming back here. That's a loss of income. You know what I'm saying? That's why this place is so down on homeless people. It doesn't have anything to do with humanity, love, peace, or nothing. It's all about the money. It's not right, man. It's not humanly right. I don't care what you say. You know, I don't understand. And look at the construction all across the street. Okay, all the dust and all that. They said, okay, they won't let homeless people come into Fort Ord over here in these buildings because of asbestos. What in the hell do you think is in that dust that's flying around here? I don't see no cops coming over here and going, hey, you need to put on a mask. I don't see no signs that say $100 fine if you're not wearing a mask. They don't give a shit about how your health or anything. That's bullshit. And telling you can't go into a store. I'm right across the street from asbestos dust. There ain't nobody here enforcing that mask rule. I don't know, man. I'm just so frustrated, you know. I just don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. It's almost like you drive out of here and the cops are right on you. You know, don't they have anything else to do? I hear speeding cars going down the highway, 100 miles an hour plus, going down Del Monte Avenue right there in front of USA gas station. 100 miles racing down the street. Where are the police? I don't see them chasing them. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. They're too busy with the homeless. Well, crime is going on in town. They're out here in the middle of nowhere driving by a homeless camp going, oh my God, look how dirty they are. Well, you know, why don't they come empty the dumpster periodically? They leave all that piled up just so that the public can see all that. So, oh yeah, homeless are all bad because look at them, how trashy. The county and the city does that shit on purpose. They do that on purpose. Anyhow.
You got it. So they asked you about the program. If you can go in 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. and then they took information on your vehicle, so then maybe you can sign up. Yeah, maybe they'll pay your registration.
Well, yeah, they didn't say maybe pay the registration because this has been an issue before up at the church. See, I came from up at the church. I was there from day one. You know what I mean? I came from Roberts Lake. Durham. I came from Roberts Lake up there. They towed my van that they stole from me. Up there, they took that van that they towed up here themselves. I could have made $1,000 right there. No. But anyhow, yeah, they took all my information, every little detail about my van. I don't know if that's for the good or the bad, because now that's got me wondering. Does that go right on police dispatch? You know? But yeah. So, yeah, I have nowhere to go, and they told me I need to move my shit. And it sounded to me like it meant today. Nobody mentioned oh, you got 30 days, or you got 90 days, or you got 10 days, none of that. It was like immediately, you know? And I tried to show them how clean I keep my area and everything like that. Tried to explain to them that I live in a minivan now, and I got to take some stuff out in order to sleep, you know? And I mean, as far as coming in at 7 o'clock and leaving at 7, that's insane. Then what, throw everybody out into town? Next, you'll see there'll be police cars parked at the corner of every street here, just waiting for anybody to drive by without registration or something. Boy, this is America, ain't it? And it's just not right. I'm looking at the human level, you know? It's not humanly right. The outhouse that they left up there, man, it's just disgusting. And you know if the guy don't go clean it on his job, he's going to get in trouble for it. So somebody's telling them not to do that in order to make things. Yeah, there's undermining going on. Yeah, and what the hell? What happened to that 6 million? What happened to that 8 million twice? You know, up here, what the hell was that? You had to pay for a dumpster and the outhouse company, and that's basically maybe some water. Woo, that's not a lot of money there.
Oh man, they spend money to pull the water spigot out.
Yeah, pull it out so you don't have water. You get that? What is human about? Oh, we won't give them water. We won't allow them water. And there for the longest time, they leave the lights out now until real late, and then they turn them on. Now, I don't know what that's all about, you know? It's just insane. They don't want you to have anything. And there's no public no assistance for registration, and that blows my mind. Right there, if people had assistance for registration vouchers, just to decrease the amount somehow, because it's insane here in California. Don't get me going on the DMV thing. It's just unreal. They don't want nobody to make it. Anybody on middle income or lower, they don't want them around. They don't want them around. That's all there is to it.
If your vehicle does become registered by the time you leave, do you have anywhere that you would go during the day?
No. I just drive off. I want to go to Arizona. I want to get the hell out of California because this is bullshit. You know, and I don't have no family. You know, I don't have no income.
So what you're saying is, although you'd like to get in the program, you already basically follow the rules of the program.
Oh, over and beyond.
But what you need is 24 hours, not just overnight.
Oh yeah, exactly. 24-hour stay. I mean, come on. You know, tell everybody that in their house. Hey, you can only come into your house at 7 a.m. and then you got to leave by 7 p.m. Okay? Come into your house and do that. And the rest of the time, you got to stay outside. And do something. I don't know what you're going to do. If you don't work, hey, you know, they think this is all glamour and this is all, you know, we're out here having fun. This is bullshit, man. I'm dirty, grimy. And look at where are the showers at? You can always shower up at Veterans Park up a mountain. Okay, it costs you $3, big deal. Okay, or at just Coast Guard Pier. Okay, and that costs you $3. That thing's a mess. All the outhouses are a mess. The county doesn't take care of them. What about the tourists? Don't they see that?
It's shelter in place too. You know, if people are still wearing a mask, it's shelter in place.
That's right. That's exactly right. And they said that was supposed to be done September 4th or some shit like that.
Oh, California reopened, and that's exactly the day Colonel Durham got knocked out.
Exactly. And that's the same time that Mr. Craig, he decided to, I'm going to resign all of a sudden because I don't want to hear no more shit. Now I'm going to take me a little trip to Tahiti. I wonder where that money came from. You know what I mean? Maybe out of that $6 or $8 billion that was supposed to be allotted to the homeless. I don't get it. I don't know. And you know, all the rules and regulations that come with this, like starfish, 7 a.m. Get up. We're not children, man. You know? Come on. We're trying to live life here. I don't understand. And they got the people working for them programmed, you know, and these people think that they have power. So like that lady just came up here and acted like, hey, you know, you got to move your shit. Okay, lady, let's take a minute and get off the professional deal for a second. Let's go to the human level, okay? Now, if it was you and you were living in my van, how would you feel about that? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, go ahead and make it $12 an hour and pay the government the taxes and all that fun stuff. Yeah, welcome to California. And I mean, what good is putting homeless people in jail? What is that all about? And writing these no camping tickets. Camping, if I was camping, I'd have my family here, or my Coleman stove, my tent, and we'd be having fun. Hell, I'm out here living. That's not camping to me, so why are you writing me a ticket that I can't pay? And I can't get to court, so if I can't get to court, I get an FTA, failure to appear. Now I got a warrant for my arrest. Thank you, America. This is beautiful. All because of the court. And I wasn't always poor. I had money. I had jobs. You know, I busted my ass. I was a roofer for years. I worked in construction business. I busted my ass. I was a iron worker. I was up on beams 60 feet up in the air. You know, I busted my ass, paid my taxes. And to find out that this is all I have is this minivan and that, and people downing me and making me feel like I'm lower than a human, this ain't right, man. One thing I've learned when I panhandle, I've learned a lot about people. I've seen people that give you the chills. They'll walk right directly beside you holding a sign needing help, you know, and you know they've got $1. Wow, what's $1? They walk right by you like you're not even there, my man. And that's fucking scary. You're not even there, dude. You know? And then you got the other ones that give that, like, you know, they just got done eating a pile of shit or something. Like you are a pile of shit. You know, and what would be a good thing is to have these people that feel that way, let them spend a month out in the winter out here in a tent, don't give them nothing, say, okay, you're only out here for 1 month, you see what it's like. And then at the end of the month, if you still feel the same way, fine and dandy, that's your opinion. But I'll bet you, at the end of that month, when you face a rain or something like that, something freezing cold where you're soaking wet out there, you ain't gonna do it, dude. You'll have a different idea about what these people are all about. We are survivors, man. We ain't no silver spoon people. I don't know, man. People don't even get along anymore. Nobody says hello. Nobody waves. They look at you like you're either gonna take something or they want to get something. Crazy. I'm sorry, man. I gotta get busy.
Oh man, you know what?